Does a Lamborghini guarantee you luxury? Of course. A style statement? Most definitely yes. But does it offer you a ground clearance similar to that of a normal SUV? No. A boot space to store your luggage? Of course not. Or the capacity to drive through on a rainy road? Not really. Often the most expensive, luxurious things in life look great on paper, but they do not guarantee success in every department. Money may be a reflection of quality, at least for materialistic things and as far as that goes in life. But the same cannot be said about football. The latest proof of this was evident during the Chelsea versus Liverpool EFL Cup final. A Chelsea squad worth about £1 billion were up against a Liverpool C side. Yep, not A, not B, a C side. Not just the money. Chelsea had the players like Sterling, Chilwell, and a World Cup winner in Enzo Fernandez. On usual days, you would expect such a squad to beat Liverpool's academy graduates at least. And not just any Liverpool. A Liverpool without their usual 11. A Liverpool with an alternate squad. But Chelsea, being Chelsea, wasted their chances and showed again what a weird team they are. Liverpool beat Chelsea 1-0 thanks to a Virgil van Dijk header to lift the EFL Cup. Chelsea, who have spent around £1 billion in the last 2 years, were on top at the end of regulation time and looked likely to win, especially against Liverpool, who have a major injury crisis and brought on 3 inexperienced teenagers into the game. Yet Chelsea failed to collect their first trophy under the ownership of Todd Boehly. Chelsea's display was so horrible that football pundits even labelled the clash Klopp's kids against the blue billion-pound bottle jobs. Of course, Neville referring to the exorbitant squad worth of Chelsea, as we've been saying. This jibe did not go down too well with Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino.
I didn't hear what he said, but if you compare the age of the two groups, I think it is similar. I have a good relationship with Gary, and I don't know if that's how I can take this opinion, but I respect his opinion. But it is true we didn't keep the energy of how we finished the second half. But I feel proud. I feel proud of the players. I think they made a big effort. We are a young team and it is nothing to compare with Liverpool. Just because they finished with also a few young players, he knows the dynamics are completely different. I think it is not fair to talk in this way if he said that.
This is a shocking loss for Pochettino, who seeks a career revival of sorts himself. But this wasn't his first failed attempt at winning a trophy in England. The former Paris Saint-Germain manager may have won a few trophies at PSG, but has failed to win a trophy in England, and that means something. During his stint at Tottenham, Pochettino had a decent spell, but a trophy-less one. And the loss definitely has been painful.
My emotions, it is the same as the players. I am so disappointed. It is so painful. I am an older guy that has less time to win titles. They are younger than me, and for sure they have time. But if we want to win, we have to move on. They need to feel the pain. We play for a trophy and we didn't get it. So what can you tell me to feel better? Nothing. They need to feel the pain like us.
I'll tell you what, the fans have felt the pain too. Chelsea are currently 11th in the Premier League points table and are not playing in the Champions League. This was Chelsea's best shot at lifting any silverware. But the only ones at fault here is themselves. The Blues will be still scratching their heads as to how they failed to score even one goal. Chelsea missed a ludicrous amount of chances in a disappointing afternoon for their fans. But it was Jurgen Klopp who came out all smiles at the end of it. And why not? Klopp, who has already announced his decision to leave Liverpool at the end of the season, is still living the dream, giving his Liverpool fans so much to be happy about. In addition to the EFL Cup, Liverpool are top of the Premier League points table, are playing in both FA Cup and Europa League. It's all coming together so well for the German. He wants to leave the club clearly by cementing his legacy. And looks like he's doing that one win at a time.
In more than 20 years, it's easily the most special trophy I've ever won. Tonight is an overwhelming feeling. I was proud of everyone involved in everything here. I was proud of our academy. I was proud of my coaches. I was proud of so many things. It was completely overwhelming. It was nothing to do with it being maybe my last game at Wembley. It was really because of how everyone contributed. Seeing the faces after the game of the kids, Jade and Dance. Can you create football stories, which definitely no one will ever forget? It is so difficult. If you find the same story with academy players coming on, against a top side and still winning it. I've never heard of it.
That's something special, calling this the most special trophy. And yes, I would imagine so. Any win that comes when you do not expect it and from the most unusual quarters is the sweetest. It's fitting too that Van Dijk was the one to come up with the goods, the goal, especially when his manager was in desperate need of a hero. It was Van Dijk who took Liverpool to the next level, molded this Liverpool since the moment he stepped in. Led the side to make it the kind of Liverpool that fans adore and love today. A perfect finish then. It was an emphatic victory for Liverpool and even more emphatic in the way it came. A Wembley crowd chanting to the punches of Jurgen Klopp, a sight that not just Liverpool fans but every football fan will miss once Klopp leaves Anfield. So really an emotional, nostalgic win there, another chapter in the Jurgen Klopp farewell series.